Hello, everyone. Good afternoon to you. Christmas is here, and I'm very excited. We have our registered nutritionist with us. She's Mrs. Pearl Salome. Mrs. Pearl Salome was with us for CLF Donations 2022. It was a great event, and she really did amazing with educating the mothers on board. She taught them how to make cereals, nutritious cereals, and also make some cocktail. Pearl, you are welcome to the CLF webinar. Pearl, are you there? If you are talking, I think you are muted. Hello? Hello, Pearl, are you with us? Hello? Hello, Pearl, are you with us? Hello? Pearl, if you are speaking, we cannot hear you. Hello? Okay. I don't know what's happening with Pearl.
Hello.
We couldn't hear you.
Sorry, my
Are you hearing now?
Hello.
Yes. Can you hear me, please?
Hello.
Yes, Pearl, we can hear you.
Hello.
Pearl, we can hear you. Pearl, we can hear you.
Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you clearly. Can you hear me?
Yes. Good afternoon.
Good
I am
afternoon.
happy to join the session today.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining. I was saying that we are very grateful to you for joining the CLF donations in 2022. You did justice to the demonstration for the mothers, and we don't take it for granted. Thank you very much.
You're most welcome, and thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm happy to have you here. Thank you. So it's Christmas, and you know how it is now, the economy, and we also want to enjoy ourselves because after all, the city is kind of doing well, right? So at least we can afford something. What do we mean by a budget-friendly, healthy Christmas?
Okay, so thank you so much for the opportunity to have time with our listeners today. When we talk about a budget-friendly Christmas or a budget healthy friendly Christmas, we are simply saying that we know what a budget is, right? Coming up with how you intend to spend during the Christmas, keeping in mind your health, right? Because we don't want the situation where after the festive season, you have piles of bills to pay for, and then health would also be a part of this bills. Like you have a lot of health expenses to deal with. That is why the focus is on a budget friendly, but at the same time healthy. We know that when we talk about healthy options, people may think, oh, healthy things are expensive. But when you look at it in the long term, it's actually less expensive to go for healthier foods than going for unhealthy food, because then you are going to pay for a double. You are paying for the food, and also you would have to pay for your health later.
Right.
So one of the things that people may want to do is to just write out what options they want to have during the season, what options of food they want to have for the season, and then make a shopping list. Coming up with a shopping list will sort of guide you to keep in the budget, to keep within the expenditure you want to make. Because if not, if you don't have any shopping list with you, you get to the market and you are forced to buy anything and everything. And we know how the economy is like. Money is not so easy to come by. Money is things are expensive. So you definitely want to go to the market with a shopping list. Now, on your shopping list, you have to make sure that your priority is more focused on healthy options. Because like I said, you wouldn't want a situation where after the Christmas has ended, your blood pressure is skyrocketing, or your cholesterol is skyrocketing, your sugar level is skyrocketing, and you have to pay for more to deal with all these things. And so that is why you want to focus more on the healthy options, even as you go into the market to shop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. So we understand that we have to take care of our health. But we also want to celebrate. We want to feel free. It's Christmas. Can't we say, oh, this is just once a year, so let me just have fun, eat whatever I want to eat all the fries, eat all the baked foods. I just flow after everything. I'm just going to detox and everything will just be fine and go back to normal. Why should we really be thinking about a budget-friendly, healthy Christmas when we can just have fun one time, and then later we can perhaps detox or just go and exercise, climb the mountain, and we'll be fine.
Yes, it is true. Christmas is here and we want to have fun. People want to have fun, eat their favorite meals, eat the cakes and everything. But interestingly, when we look at even the cakes, what we call the snacks, there are options that you would still love, but still would be healthy. So
Okay.
for example, you can have on the menu, you can have something like banana chocolate cake, which you can make out of bananas and cocoa,
Okay.
which will look very yummy.
Okay.
You want to give yourself a treat. But
Okay.
like I said, you don't want this whole season to end and then you now have to pay so much to take care of your health.
Right.
Yes. I've seen people who have suffered stroke just within a matter of less than a week. They were very fit. And then all of a sudden something happens and they have a stroke. And this is going to be with them for a long time.
Right.
So in as much as we still want to have the fun and enjoy, and it's been a long year, I just want to chill and have fun, still keep in mind your health. Because at the end of the day, the Christmas is just a day, it's just a period. It's just about a week and then it will be done.
Okay.
But
Okay.
life still goes on.
So that means a week of being careless can really trigger, something that can harm our health.
It can have really long-term bad negative impact on you. But one thing, Helena, is that if you have a very good relationship with food, you don't stress too much when it comes to choosing what is healthy for you.
Okay.
The first step is for people to start developing a healthy relationship with food.
What does it mean to have a healthy relationship with food?
So some people we have seen, I've done a bit of mental health and nutrition, and we realized that people sometimes use food to make themselves happy.
Okay.
When they feel sad, they pick up food.
Okay, like they binge on foods. Does that mean they overeat?
Exactly. So I'm moody. I don't feel happy. I'm sad about something. So I just open the fridge and then take anything I want to eat, even when I'm not hungry.
Okay,
Like emotional eating. You're
okay.
not really hungry, but then because of the state of your mind, your
Okay.
psychological state, you just want to eat something to forget about the sorrow and be in a happy place. That's not a good relationship we are having with the food, because you
Mm.
didn't need it at that time. You were not hungry.
Mm.
Just wanted to use the food to kill some boredomness or to make you feel good at that moment.
Okay.
If you have a good relationship with food, you are looking at what impact is the food having on me. You think about that first. So
Okay.
even if it's not even tasting so nice, you are excited about the fact that whatever I'm eating is going to have a good impact on my health and my wellness.
Okay.
And there is a very strong link between what we eat and the impact on our brain health.
Mm.
Sometimes we easily forget things. We put things here. Sometimes even the mothers, we hide things from our children, and then we end up looking for it for so long, we can't find it. We've forgotten where we placed it.
Mm.
The forgetfulness we are having, sometimes it's as a result of what you are eating.
For nutritional status.
Yes.
Okay. So how can we have a budget-friendly, healthy Christmas this Christmas? How can we have a budget-friendly, healthy Christmas?
So we can have a budget-friendly Christmas. First of all, if, like I said earlier on, you make a shopping list, you pick up a list of the things that you would want. You should have in mind what you want the family to eat around the time.
Okay.
Right? If you are preparing for them to have cakes, then obviously you get items down that you use to bake.
So
If
we
you
need to
want them
plan
to have,
ahead.
you need to plan ahead.
So like a week's plan for the
You
meals
need
that you're
to
going to
at
have
least
this Christmas.
maximum 1 week to the time will be better.
It means we have
Because
to
then
start today.
it means from now till the next 5 days, you should
Right.
start writing things down. In fact, from this evening, start writing things down on the Christmas day, on the morning, or even Christmas Eve. What do I want to eat? On the morning of the Christmas day, what do I want the family to eat? If it is a cereal you want them to have, if it's pancakes you want them to have on the morning of the Christmas with some beverage and some fruits in there, you write them down and then you add it to your shopping list. So the first step is you should have a plan, you should have a list.
Right.
Then based on your savings or your income, then you decide what is necessary to be on that shopping list and what is not, what is healthy and what you feel is unhealthy.
Right.
Sometimes, because we don't plan, we don't have any shopping list, you enter the market and they call out something and you are rushing to get it. They call out this and you are rushing to get it. You get home and now realize that, these things that I bought, they are not even necessary for the family right now. So why did I get them? In terms of cooking, you could get natural spices instead of the artificial ones.
Okay.
By planning ahead, you can plan and get your natural ginger and garlic blended together and freeze.
Right. Okay, so maybe you should help us with a typical meal plan for Christmas, like a Christmas day, right? So what is there a template we can use? Is there a reference we can use, a guide, a typical meal plan for Christmas?
So when it comes to the meal plan, first of all, from where I set out, I would first ask who and who are in the family. We need to know, we need to first of all know who and who are in the family. Are we planning for just kids? The majority of people in the household, are there more adolescents? Are there more elderly people? Because because all this would inform what we would want to focus more on. Is there a pregnant woman in there? Is there a lactating mother there? Is there somebody who is having a medical condition we should be considering before we come up with a meal plan? But let's just assume something for a normal, healthy family, maybe with an adolescent, with a toddler, and 2 elderly average adults. Such a family could have, in the morning of the Christmas, we can have something like pancakes. Pancakes with a cereal, or pancake with beverage, with a fruit.
Okay. Pancakes are also made with sugar, right? It's safe for the family to have pancakes.
Pancakes now, people are getting more innovative. So some people do it without the sugar.
Okay.
You
and it
can,
also
you
makes
can,
fine.
you can still have your pancakes without the sugar. You can use honey instead of the sugar, the simple sugars.
Okay.
Yeah. And with the snack for the day, you can have something like a cocktail drink made from maybe coconuts, oranges, pineapple, if you like, passion fruit, if it is available close to you, mixed together, blended together, or juiced together with some ice cubes.
Okay.
And
so
then,
about how much of this should let's say the mother of the house with the normal nutritional status consume? I know that we don't have specific nutritional status, but if we are talking about a normal person and they're going to have this fruit mix.
a normal average. So if, for example, she's going to have the fruit juice, she can have between 200 mils and 300 ml glass full of the juice,
Right.
right?
Just about half
With
of
the,
the 500 mils water bottle.
yes, with her ice cubes in there, it's fine. She should be fine. If she wants to go higher, maybe up to 500 mils, but then she wouldn't consume all at the same time. I'm sure she will be running around doing her stuff as she snack on her
Okay.
cake or her juice.
Okay.
We know that typically also during Christmas, people are busy. They have, it's relative though. Some people are either stuck in their rooms watching movies and having fun, or some are out there having fun with their friends with outdoor games here and there. So depends on what activity the person will be involved in. If the person is not going to be super active, then the 300 ml juice with a piece of a cake should be fine. But if she thinks she's going to be very active, then she can go more than the 300 mils.
Okay. And then
So
for
in
dinner,
so for our lunch, she could go for maybe rice, turmeric, turmeric rice with
okay.
some chicken sauce,
Okay.
chicken vegetable sauce
Okay.
for lunch.
Okay.
If she wants to go local like myself, I like my banku any day, anytime. So
Okay.
banku with grilled fish with some vegetables by the side with some
Okay.
pepper. Should be
Okay.
fine.
And I was telling someone to just have a fist of banku. The person was like, this is nothing. I'm not going to be full. But I think people also have to understand that, I mean, they can have some vegetables and that's also filling when they add to that fist of banku. If they are using okra soup, that also helps to fill them up. And so it's not really about how many fists of banku they consume that gets them full.
Yes. So like you rightly said, if it's the banku about a fist size with a cup full of vegetables on the side and then a medium-sized grilled fish, that should be fine for the
Okay.
average adult.
How do
We are
we
not
measure
sure.
a medium size of fish? For those who may not know.
You can use your palm as a guide. So either a full palm of your fish, a full palm size or half palm size. It depends also on the protein needs of the individual.
Okay, right.
The other thing I was going to talk about is maybe for the supper. If the person is not going to be super active in the evening, they could have some fruit salad or vegetable salad in the evening. Maybe you haven't tried that before. You can use this Christmas as an opportunity to try your fruit salad. You just have to be mindful of the combinations you go for when it comes to the fruit. So I know banana is in season. Mango is gradually going out of season, but you could still get some if you look for some.
Okay.
So mango, apples, and banana chopped together with some milk, semi-skimmed milk.
Mangoes, is that mangoes, apples, bananas?
Chopped together.
Okay.
So about 1 cup full.
Okay.
With
Can we add some nuts?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
that would be nice. You can have some almonds, some walnuts, some cashew nuts mixed in there. And that would be very filling because the almonds and the cashew and those nuts have healthy fats. So they typically have more calories. So that would be very filling for you.
Okay.
Yes. And also they have a lot of these minerals like magnesium. Magnesium is a very, very important mineral. Sometimes when you feel super tired, you do something and you feel like you are getting so tired frequently, you should check in whether you are getting a lot of magnesium or you are not magnesium deficient. And these nuts are good sources of them. They also have very good fats that are healthy for the heart. They help balance between the good and the bad fats that sometimes harm our hearts. So it will be good, yes, to add some nuts to the fruit salad or even your vegetable salad. Your vegetable salad could still have some seeds on top of it. So chia seeds or your almonds or your walnuts can be there. If only there are things that you can easily find around your location. I was telling somebody that sometimes we are very careful about what kind of oil the mechanic is putting in our car engine. We are very specific. But when it comes to our bodies, we don't mind anything goes into our bodies. So let's be fair to our bodies. Our bodies are treating us, they are helping us, it's helping us do everything that we have to do in life. So let's respect our bodies by also paying attention to what we are feeding ourselves, because at the end of the day, if you are not healthy, that you can't go on with your life. Your quality of life will be affected. You have to spend on your health.
Right. Well, thank you very much. We are going off. A friend just sent a message that it's the World Cup finale. So I guess that's why we have a low participation, but we'll share the video so that those who couldn't join us can watch. But before we go off, kindly give us your final words and we are out of here.
Okay, so my final words to our listeners this afternoon is that, yes, there's Christmas. We want to have fun. We want to eat all the things that we have missed for so long, but let's keep in mind that after Christmas, we still have a life to live. There's so much that we are looking forward to in 2023. So in as much as we want to have all the fun, let's remember that we still have a life to live in 2023. And so let's be mindful of what we'll be consuming so that at the end of the day, we wouldn't have to pay more for our health in the coming year. Let's build a healthy relationship with food. Let's ask ourselves questions. What is this food I'm going to eat do for my health? What impact is it going to have on my memory? How is it going to help me work better, my productivity? How is this food I'm eating going to help in all of this before we choose or go for whatever we want to eat? And like I was sharing with you, let's pay attention to our indigenous foods as well, because that is what makes us Ghanaian. That is our identity. And sometimes they are even less expensive. They are cheaper. So we can use the festive season to introduce our indigenous food to even our guests who will be visiting us. You can prepare something from your hometown for your guests to get to taste what makes you you.
Right. So we have a question in the chat. So people can send in their questions or they can raise their hands so that we put their questions up. So he says, for those, so thank you for joining us. So he's asking, for those of us who enjoy our meats, what would you recommend?
Okay, so for our meat lovers, you can still have your meat, but you can go for the grilled options instead of the deep fried ones. And it should be, the skin should be.
So, because the dynamics of understanding how to
Sorry, so you would have to, it's better you go for the grilled options and then you try as much as possible to have those with less fat on them. We are not saying you can't go for your meat. You can still have your meat, but go for the grilled options. And keep in mind how much protein you require.
Right.
Before you go eating so much of it.
Right,
Because it's
right.
Christmas. Yeah.
Yeah, many people don't even know how much they need.
How much
So I
protein
think
they
everyone
need.
should actually, just like people think of having their personal doctors, it's about time people come to accept the fact that they also need the counsel of the nutritionist. And it looks like people take the work of the nutritionist for granted because you provide counseling and they don't see why they need to pay for a service like that. So it's very important that we know our nutritional status, and the nutritionist can help you do that and also determine what you require. So you can, like she said, you can grill your meats. You can have, first of all, you should have lean parts of the meat so that you have very little fat in there, and then you can grill to also further reduce the amount of fat in there and the risk factors that are associated with a lot of meat intake, right? All right, so I think we don't have any other questions. So I wish to appreciate everyone who joined us here, especially our resource person, Mrs. Pearl Salome. Thank you so much. Ato, thank you, and thank you for your question. Peter, thank you so much. I see iPhone, I don't know who it is, but thank you for joining us. And I also see Nanepia Prempe. I think that's my mom, Nanepia Prempe. Thank you very much for joining us, Mommy. You can unmute yourself and say hello or say something. It's Christmas, so we wish you a very Merry Christmas, and it's our prayer that you have fun and you continue to stay in good health. All right, Peter, I'm also waving back. I see Peter's wave. Thank you all for joining us. Take good care of yourselves. It's good to see you, Pearl. How come you didn't show your face all this while?
My network was unstable.
Okay,
That's
sorry
right.
about that. So thanks to everyone who joined us, who uploaded to our YouTube channel so that you can share to friends and family who might need this. All the best.
Thank you, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, thank you.